Hey there! Ever wondered what actually happens when you click a button in an app and get some data back? Let's walk through exactly how an API request works, step by step together. So picture this. You're the client, and you send off an HTTP request to some API endpoint out there on the internet. That request, it's got three main parts you should know about. First up, the URL. Think of it as the address telling the server exactly where to look. Then there's the HTTP method, like GET if you just want to grab some info, POST to add something new, PUT to update, or DELETE if you want to remove stuff. Makes sense, right? And finally, you might toss in some headers or a request body, maybe with data or your login details. Ever had to send an API key? That's where it goes. Now what happens next? The server gets your request and gets to work. It checks if you're allowed in, makes sure your info looks good, and runs whatever logic it needs to. Then the server sends something back, an HTTP response. This response has a status code, like 200 for all good, 401 if you're not authorized, 404 if it can't find what you asked for, or 500 if the server's having a bad day. There are also headers. Think of them as little notes about the response. And the body, which is usually some JSON with the data you actually wanted. Want to see how this works in real life? Let's do a quick example. Imagine you're using an app to check the latest exchange rate from US dollars to euros. Handy, right? You tap Get Rate, and your app fires off a GET request to a currency API. The server replies with some JSON. There's your exchange rate, a timestamp, maybe a few extra details. See how that request-response flow works? It's the backbone of how apps talk to each other. Whether you're debugging, testing, or building something cool, knowing what's happening behind the scenes is super useful. Stick around, because in the next video, I'll show you how to make these API requests using Python. Sound good? Don't forget to follow for more Python automation tips and API tutorials. See you there.